Hey everybody, Michael here, and today we're going to talk about how to access artificial intelligence, especially for educators like you. Let's get rocking here. Here's the obvious ones. You have Meta.ai, Claude.ai, ChatGPT.com, which pretty much got all this started, Gemini.google.com, and DeepSeek.com. They're all AI platforms, and they all work pretty well. Some work better at certain things than others. Some you might decide to pay for, some you might not. They all do offer free plans. It's the kind of thing you just mess around with and see what you like. Personally, I'm using the ChatGPT paid plan right now at $20 a month. That works really well for me. Now, they all have their own individual privacy policies, none of which are probably very good as they take all the data that you put into it to help build their AI models. Be aware, though, that DeepSeek.com is from China, so you'll have less transparency as far as what they do with your data. All of them use large language models, which we don't need to get into here, LLMs. It looks something like this. It's sort of a cool graphic I got. Just be aware that they use LLMs. They're the original LLMs that do it all and put it all together. But let's talk about AI-supported educator platforms that harness the power of those LLMs we were just talking about. Here are my four favorite: Conmigo, Teacher Server, Canva, and Magic School. You might be familiar with a few of these. If you're not, or even if you are, we're going to review them right now. TeacherServer.com is done by a group of professors at a university in Florida, and it has a zillion different prompts, I want to call them, or parameters, or small little what they may be called GPTs that let you take on or solve various problems. So let's say you need a math project idea generator, you would click on this, and it's set up to help you with that. It's not going to help you with English, but it's going to help you with math there. But if you needed something for English, you might go into the English section or wherever you need to go and look for things there. So it's quite a variety, such as personal budget simulator. Hey, that's pretty neat. Stock market game scenario. Conmigo, if you are familiar with Khan Academy and Sal Khan and all the wonderful work he's done creating those videos, he has a lot of work in AI right now, and he's partnering with specifically with ChatGPT to develop a really cool platform that can help students. It does right now have an ability to put up an essay, and it'll give feedback on essays for students as well as all these other things you see here. Similar to Conmigo, and personally my favorite is MagicSchool.ai. I really love this one. I even teach a course about it. It has a great free platform, as do the other ones as well. And if you go into there, you'll find it just has tons and tons of ideas and ways to use AI. Love it. If you are into art, into graphics, or even if you're not, Canva.com/AI. Canva has really updated and upgraded its AI capabilities. You can see here some of the things it can do. There's much more that it can do. This is just a quick sample. Maybe you want to design an invite for a 90s themed birthday party. You could change that to 80s or 2010s or whatever you want, and it'll help you create all those things. I want to talk a little bit nerdy here and talk about APIs, which stands for Application Programming Interface. And what that is basically is it allows companies like Magic School to pull from different large language models such as Meta, Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, and DeepSeek, pull all that AI work that they do as an LLM into their platform, and then they can give you services that you like. This is something that's pretty common. You don't really need to know all the details unless you're nerdy about it, but I just want you to be aware that when you come across a Conmigo, a Magic School, or a Canva, they're not doing the large language model work themselves. They're paying or contracting with a company like this. And that's also true of purpose-built AI tools. For example, 11 Labs. These are just like individual websites that have kind of a narrow specific purpose. 11 Labs allows you to put in text and it'll kick out a voice of that text. You can have your own voice if you want to record your own voice. Suno allows you to create music and songs. Pretty neat. You put in you don't have to, it'll write it for you, but you put in the lyrics and then it'll write a song with all the music based on whatever genre you like. HeyGen allows you to create videos. You can have a video of yourself if you wanted, where AI moves all your lips. You can have it with an avatar that they have there. You can use multiple languages. Really neat. Character.ai is where you can have a conversation with some famous character. It's probably too hard to see them here, but over here is Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, well, here's Mario. Who wouldn't want to have a chat with Mario? There's lots of others, but the last one to highlight here is Google Notebook. Students can take notes in Google Notebook. A lot of students have Google accounts anyways. They can upload a PDF. They can have a chat, a conversation with that PDF to help pull information from it. They can upload their creative work and then ask Google Notebook to produce an 8-minute podcast that discusses their work and maybe get some ideas on how they can improve their work. It's pretty neat and very powerful. All right, if you're into all that stuff or more, check out aiteachertips.com. I got a couple courses there, more resources there, and I thank you for hanging around.